And we are back on the next episode. Welcome everybody. We're back on the next episode on a Hero Collects talks about stuff. I am in my house. This new apartment, this apartment of awesomeness, I call it the apartment of awesomeness because it is awesome, because it is costs less to live here, and it's only slightly smaller than the place we used to live, and so they actually have, we have places to put, we're basically going to be working on putting our stuff away and doing all kinds of stuff, but right now I want to talk about, I will be getting back on Mugen and videos and all kinds of stuff once everything is all settled, but right now I want to talk about, take you into this room that me and my mom made ourselves in the middle of the living room. Okay, this is gonna be the living room eventually. But right now, it's a Arctic wasteland. So we basically made ourselves some little igloos or something. She calls hers a cocoon, and it's more close to being a cocoon because it's way small. It's smaller than this, but. This one here, she gets cold easily. She gets cold very easily. So she doesn't like, so she gets she basically will be like wrapped. Yeah, she will wrap herself, like basically put on a sweater, do this. She basically did this for herself in a smaller space. All right, put this blanket over these boxes in a smaller space, and bags in a smaller space, and the aquarium, in a smaller space, and then it's like she then would put on like a sweater and like extra pants or something, or sweatshirt, like sweat pants or something over her normal pants, and then she like would wrap herself in like 5 or 6 blankets, and just be like that's a cocoon, that's a cocoon, for real, and so I'm like yes, I understand how you would say this looks like a cocoon. This to me is more like an igloo, a small, very small cave. I have my comforter over here. I don't know if you can see anything. It's pretty dark. I am going to work on lighting for my videos, but still, I have this one comforter here. I don't know exactly when we got it, but I guess someone got it and left it here. Maybe my roommates got it, or they left it here when they were moved out. So basically, left it here in Ohio when they moved out. So basically, I was able to mess around and go like, okay, there was a few things that were very useful that are around the house, and I'm very thankful, that they got to take stuff that they needed. We got to get, you have stuff that we need, and more stuff. We have to have stuff that we needed too. So things were cool. Things are cool. So it's cool. And I got the comfort. See, now I got this just one blanket. It's pretty okay blanket. It's kind of basically this is like a plastic foam, pretty light weight type of material, very cheap type of material, but it keeps me warm. It works for me. And I'm like, okay, I'm cool. I can lay down on this nice pillow. It's like memory foam. This thing is like memory foam or something. Look at this. Right there. Look at that. Or like, now that. See, look at that stuff. That is creepy. That is so creepy. Look at that thing. Look at that. It sucks the air back in there. It works okay as a pillow. Just hang out. With it. But this is my roommate's wife. She was like, hey, I don't need this thing. I tried to use it as a pillow. It's way too hard. Like, I understand why you said that, because, oh my goodness, this is some weird space-aged alien material that basically will do some stuff. Although it does make you look like an awesome kung fu guy, basically, a tiger style, just like, yeah, it's like that. Look at that stuff, but then it comes back, so it's like not the same. But anyway. Got my notebook here. I'm going to show you this, okay? I'm going to go where there's more light to lay down, because basically I've been so nervous. We all have been so just nervous about all the moving and all the stuff going on. Excuse me for a second. We're going to get a little more comfortable here. Just scoot in to our little tunnel, little cave here. Our little aqua cave. yeah. Like a mantis shrimp or any other kind of shrimp. I'm gonna show you the Ghetto Tech, my Ghetto Tech folder. I made some upgrades, okay, including moves for Idol for Mugen and moves for Kung Fu Man for Mugen, as well as a little bit. I decided to be a little more, social, a little more editorial. So I basically wrote little things about, recommendations about Idol, what kind of character Idol's good for, what kind of character Kung Fu Man's good for, and then I was saying pros and cons, and everything like that. And then, I went to like, put a disclaimer saying, some people say you can't create your, work, you can't, take their characters and make characters out of them, but there's some that do, and these two, the people who owned the idol I downloaded, and the people who, Kung Fu Man comes with every copy of Mugen. Okay, electbyte.com. Go to electbyte.com, get Mugen, win Mugen, whatever kind of Mugen, and download that. Kung Fu Man will be the only fighter on that. Will be the first fighter you have on there. With the fighter that comes with it, it's their fighter. So they say you can use him if you want to make a character of your own. And so, yeah, because they basically are actually giving you the ability to make to make characters. Because they actually have all kinds of different little things that I don't really care about that talk about how to make characters, right? In the game Mugen game in the Mugen files. When you go to Mugen, you go to click on the Mugen folder. You click on the Mugen folder, then you basically go to the Mugen, all the files around. There's like the Mugen button or the Mugen application, basically, probably the thing that the little thing that says, okay, if you click on this, Mugen's gonna start up. The game's gonna, the Street Fighter game's gonna start up, and basically it's gonna be all cool and everything. Yeah, but around those things is all these files, and one of the files is like stuff like basically talking about how to make characters, work this thing that I know exactly what it is. Once I get my computer going, I'll show you guys. Maybe some hyper cameras or whatever, or use my walkthrough camera I'm using right now. But basically, they have Mugen. And they basically said, you can use him in the README file of Kung Fu Man. It says that, well, this guy is Kung Fu Man. You can totally, make copies of him and use him to make your own characters. So that's what I did. That's my first Mugen characters were all Kung Fu Man characters because that's what I was learning how to do. I was, but the issue was I just sprite swapped them and then I didn't do anything else. I didn't get the collision boxes. I didn't do sound. I didn't, nothing. I just was like, oh, wow, my guy's so cool. Put it in there. It's like, woo, that was a lot of hard work. But I put my pictures in there. All right, wow, let him go. Look at him do. Oh, yeah, look at him go. Look at him do all that cool stuff. Yeah, I'm like, I didn't realize that it was not right at all until finally I was like, okay, wait, what's this stuff over here? Went from sprites to the I think it was Mugen Character Maker sprites. Then went to like AIR, or animations. Like, oh, hey, what are these squares? Here. I found out those are collision boxes. I was like, what? There's more to it. Oh my gosh, that's what I was like. There's more to it. Oh my gosh, man, this is great. I started working on that, and that took longer than but then it was like, oh my god, I finished, finally finished. Okay, and I was like, hey, this guy, it was an old Dark Talon. He had the ability to make giant telekinetic energy fists, so he could basically cause more damage, over a wider area. And so basically, when I did that, I made his things bigger, fists bigger. It was like, oh my gosh, this guy just is, doing even more damage. He's more powerful now. He's doing all kinds of cool stuff. It's not exactly the same as it was when it was, just Kung Fu Man sprite swap, but he's cool. This is even better, And then I found out about Idol, the guy who made this Idol from Mugen, Idol from Killer Instinct. For Mugen, in the README, he said you can use him and make another character and make your own characters with. So I was like, okay, so I made up the character named Tiger Rabbit. Now Tiger Rabbit was basically, it's probably gonna be a love interest for Aisling on my Hero Force Neo comic. And back in the day, she was basically she might have been the inspiration for me drawing in that style, because there was a character, a little black girl, hanging out in this one thing on Sunday school. Okay. There was this thing on, wait, can you see me? Or should I just, I think I should talk like this. Although, this is awesome. But, trying to get my Ghost Robo on so I can be awesome, to be more awesome. I'm trying to get my Ghost Robo on, which means more FaceTime. So let's go. Basically, I was in high school, I was in Sunday school in a church in Bedford, Ohio. It's now called New Beginnings Church, or at least it was. No. Pastor Hartwell, represent. Okay, anyway, basically, he in this thing, there was in the Sunday school, one of the little magazine, little like papers, little magazines they give you, it was this scene of it was a 2-page spread of this park, and in it is like, can you find the people who are doing the right things, according to the Bible, and find the people who are doing the wrong things according to the Bible. So I was like, okay, let's look. And basically, there's these cute little cartoon characters, people walking around, little cartoon character boys and girls, looking around and doing stuff. And some people were like, there was like one girl who's like, basically going, littering. She's like, walking by a trash can, but she like throws it. He doesn't throw it near the trash can. It's like, oh, and then he's like, whatever, I was like, oh no, that's not being a good steward. Oh my gosh, of God's world. Oh no, that's horrible. That's bad. That girl doesn't, needs to learn. That's what basically you're supposed to say. And then it was like, and then, oh my goodness, I did not realize this. That thing led to 4 different characters that I tried to, I'm going to bring back. I'm going to bring back in my comics. Okay, you had this one little black girl. Okay, little black girl, a stereotypically black girl, modern day black girl, because she had like the braids, the tangled mass of hair, nappy hair with the braids coming off, one braid coming off, one braid coming off the other side, with like a pink bow, bow beret on one side, yellow bow beret on the other, or whatever. And she's wearing a yellow shirt that with a collar on it, so it must be your and plaid skirt, blue and red plaid skirt, right? So it must be like Sunday because that's like a church. That's a church outfit, an old timey church outfit for someone to be wearing, a kid to be wearing, So she's like, and basically, you had this young dude who has this coif of hair. It's a young white dude, coif of hair, right? And I thought I laminated that thing. I gotta find it. I'm pretty sure I can find it, but someday I'll buy another one or whatever. I will buy as many of the. I will. Oh my goodness, those things I want. I will get a subscription to whoever makes those. Whatever magazine company makes those, so they can be like, oh yes, like, what kind of church are you? Like, well, we're a very small church. We have a few small groups. It's me and my mom. We have a few small groups. Things like that. Come to this. So mail like say. How many do you want? It's like, oh, how much does one cost, or like two cost per month? It's like, well, this cost, basically like, wow, that's a small order. They might say like, maybe let's say maybe $10 a month. How about that? $10 a month. We can like do it. You just give us $10 a month. Or $10, or make an automatic deduction of $10 a month from your checking account, and then we will send you, this, we will send you this stuff, or you can make it, pay it when you can pay it. I'll be like, heck yes, that's what I'd be like. Get 2 copies of this awesome drawing style that I enjoy and try to imitate all the time. My brother doesn't really like it; he likes anime more, or the anime style more, and I do understand why. It is really awesome, and he showed me all kinds of cool anime stuff, and I'm like, wow, it's so great, But I like my style too, so that's the way it is. But anyway, yeah, dude, the little young dude with the coif of hair, like Fabu got, like some of my guys I made Fabulad. I made Chad. There's a guy named Chad who's like basically has no powers, but he's hanging out with these girls who have powers. Oh, check back up. Who has powers, right? And he's like going like, and he's like, first of all, got pretty crazy because eventually he was trying to get with this one girl, Tiger Rabbit, right? And Aisling was, it was a love triangle type of thing. She liked Aisling liked her, and they were trying to get together. And he was trying to like barge in on that and stuff, and it was really mean and stupid. And I was like, no, I'm not having that happen again. Yeah. So basically, here's how it went. Yeah, the black girl I talked about earlier, that inspired me to make Tiger Rabbit. Okay, she's a black girl who becomes a hero because, she's like, I want to do what I can to stop this crime-ridden town. I want to fight, Also, and then you have Chad, or that little guy who inspired me to make Chad and Fabulad, basically. And basically, he has a thing of what's called bouquet, a bush, a cone of cotton candy. So you see this big old, poof of cotton candy, right? And he's like going like holding it away from her, like, no, it's all mine, And you see her all sad, and you actually see here, you see the graphic there on the screen. There's a wavy line that then the word growl on her coming from her stomach. All right, and I'm like wait, so she's hungry. If you're hungry, cotton candy's not gonna do it for you. I'm serious. Then I realized, wait a minute, what if Tiger Rabbit's case, and I don't know about hers, but Tiger Rabbit's case, what if that's like a symbiote or some other little alien thing that's living inside her that gives her powers? Ooh, and that thing takes off that this dude is not helping her, helping his host. That'd be cool. And I did that, and now I changed it now because it kind of got pretty creepy because it was like it was like became a weird face would come out on her stomach, and it was weird. It was weird. But I decided to make it more of a energy type of thing, like on Street Fighter, like a Street Fighter character. If she was a Street Fighter character, she gets this this something that gives her alien energy or some crap that increases her energy production, like a force field or something. But if she like throw a fireball in a Street Fighter game, it would be like that same face that once was a creature on her stomach. It would be like same face because now it's like energy. It's the creature that generates this energy inside of her. Now that's why I changed it to, and I like it better that way because it's not as creepy. So I like it a lot. I like that. I'm gonna work on that anyway. But now went off on a tangent. Oh yeah, and then there was like another character named Mary Hayden, who was like hating on Tiger Rabbit and her secret identity and all this stuff, and that was mean. And eventually, there was like a cool thing where I had Chad and Mary finally, realize they actually loved each other and get together, or something like that, and then realize, that she's not, that the black girl ain't so bad, Aisling is not so bad, and eventually it was all kinds of cool stuff, and of course, eventually later they had a team of Power Ranger like Minnow Dixes, yes, the four tails, and the fifth Manx. Yeah, I'll get to those people eventually. It's gonna take a while, but still, look at my Roger meme. You'll see. Roger meme. Yeah, you'll see them. That one, Icelandic looking one with the axe, the giant axe. That's he's one of the four tails, and so is that Hispanic looking one with the pole axe. She's one of the four tails who's like basically crushing on Roger. That was one of the four tails. And it was really cool. If I put in the Star Wars Trillion Time universe, that could work. That could happen. Yeah. Anyway. Back to I had a tangent. Went off on a tangent for a while, talking about Tiger Rabbit and everything, and that paper that's inspired me to draw. Hello. That's kind of an important tangent. But anyway. I made the first idol character I made was Tiger Rabbit. All right, so I'll lose that. I'll show off that again. That stuff right here. Use these moves. Well, not all these moves because I know now better. Because what happened is with this folder, I basically wrote all the moves. I don't know if you can see that, but I wrote all the moves for Idol and other people, and actually Kung Fu Man and Idol on the back of this thing when it was just a regular 50-cent folder. But then I was like, you know what? I want to protect my papers, and I use papers. I need to protect them so then I can whip them, and when it's like a time to scan, I can just whip them out and put them on there. And I, of course, give me some pencils. I gotta adjust this thing. This thing's too big, so adjust that. Maybe cannibalize. Maybe use this as an eraser holder or something. As what part of it is an eraser holder as well. But we'll figure it out. Basically, and it's like, okay, now I can't read it. No, I can't see it because there's things in the way. So I was like, okay, I'll put it on this other side. See, so you look at that. See right there? I wrote those stuff on the other side. And then it's like, I want to protect my new papers, my new papers in here, my new stuff, And basically, here's the deal. I'm talking, my mom and my brother do not like this term, but I'm calling it ghetto technology. Okay, they do not like the term because, of course, I am trying to be a ghetto Jedi, and there are a lot of people who are ghetto Sith out there in the ghetto Jedi. So basically, that's how the term is: the light side and the dark side, the ghetto force, basically. And basically, here's the deal. The dark side is so prevalent because basically it's the easiest, quicker, easier, more seductive. Hello, yes. And so it's like, so basically it's like this. The dark side of the ghetto force is basically like, okay, let's try something. I gotta change things around a bit, but let's say I want to go on a no, I can't do that. Oh, I know. I want to go or live in a house. I want to live in a house, okay? But I don't want to really do anything to this house. If I, like man, this stuff, if I, oh my goodness, this, stuff, there's like the faucet, the bathtub faucet is leaking, or something like that. The faucet is leaking, or something like that. Or I lost a handle. There's a lot of things that are just not really secret, kind of secret or not. We'll say that. We'll use that one. That's not a bad one. Because that's like certain things that are too close to real life. But I'm gonna say this one's not a bad one. That's too close to real life. Well, I lost the bathtub handle, the knob to the bathtub. Okay. One of the knobs, the hot water knob, or the cold, hot water knob, because that's like the most important knob. Hot water, well, okay, cold water knob is pretty important to go, make the hot water knob work. But still, the hot water knob is gone. It won't turn on unless I figure out something. I could go wait a little while, save some money up, and go and buy a knob from the hardware store. I don't want to spend that much money, so I'm going to take a like plastic thing, you know, and just put that on there and hope for the best, you know, and there you go. It works. You can't really tell. It's not perfect at all, and it looks weird, but it works. You know, that's the dark. You know, but it works, and I didn't have to spend any money. Yes, I didn't have to do anything. Yeah, we're done. We're good. Yeah, you know, I'm like, that's the dark side. That is the dark side, or a little snippet of the dark side. All right, the light side is like this, right here. This and this. Okay, this. I want to make headphones. I want headphones with superior sound. That's what I was saying to myself. After hearing stuff at FYE and Cardi, what are they called? I don't know. Other and Best Buy and other stores that basically I had like little earbuds, or I had like even though those big, giant, super expensive headphones. Okay. 20 minutes? Well, fine. We'll keep going. Super expensive headphones, right? I had those super big, super expensive ones. They would basically $20 for a pair of headphones, right? I was thinking, okay, that's all. This should last a while. And then basically, I'd accidentally rip the cord out, whip the cord apart, or get the cord caught on something and it rip, and then it's ruined. You're out $20 right there. And I'm like, whoa, no. Now what I do now, and there was like all stuff. Then there was like listen to stuff on those huge giant headphones that are attached to those radio kiosks at what's it called? RPG, radio, those things. They're now digital now, which is a lot better than they were. But still, you could like go into a record store or something like that, right? A music store like FYE. And you can basically, there's like these little things you can choose to hear little clips of different songs. You put those big old puffy headphones, those big old puffy headphones that everybody wears. You put them on there and you listen to that. And you can hear all this crazy sound and all kinds of cool stuff because these are good headphones, right? And I was like, man, I want to make headphones like that too. How I do that? And then I basically took the time to basically go around and figure out how to do it. And my mom would throw away several of my projects because she's like, what the heck is this crap? This is horrible looking. Get rid of it. She'd throw it away and this happened, that happened. And there was some issues that for a while I would not forgive my mom and my brother for what happened, because I was like, I had a pair of headphones, I was working on. What happened to them? And he's like, they might have thought they were trash and threw them away. And I was like, what? No, those are awesome. Oh man, how could you? My mother and brother, my brother and my mother, my own family turned against me, and run off, to my room, stuff like that. But no, that was a long time ago, and I've forgiven them because it's true. That was again. This is the light side. It is harder and slower and not nearly as seductive because it's so hard and slow. It's a lot more difficult than it would be normally, and then other stuff, ghetto technology, than ghetto stuff. Dark side of the ghetto force, and be like, oh well, I'll just find some other pair, or I'll just steal it. No, that's against the ways of God, the ways of my religion, of I'm Christian. No, we're not doing that. And also, I had things stolen from me, and I'm like, heck no, I don't want anyone to feel like this because of me. No. So I was like, no, that is the dark side. Heck no. I will stab you with a lightsaber. If you try that, no. Try that kind of stuff with the dark side. No. So I was like, I gotta figure this out. So it didn't start off this big. Okay, I'm gonna go for 30 minutes. It didn't start off this big. Okay, this small. Okay. They started off huge. There was like big old speakers, and I was trying, first of all, doing like taking the little headphones that are like, the kind with the little bits of circuitry on them, and like try to put them together and everything, tape them all in there, and that was not doing so well. But then eventually I found speakers, big speakers, and I was like, wait a minute, all I do is wrap around, a piece of tape, a piece of wire, a piece of like twist tie wire around like each little prong on this thing, these things, put some foam wire around that, tape it all together, and wrap some wire around some of the headphone jack. I have plenty of those because I have plenty of headphones because I was buying bunches of them because they kept on breaking and being destroyed. So I was like, I had plenty of little headphone jacks. So I was like using those and then putting them together and finally figured out you had to keep everything separate and then taped it all together, plugged it into the thing, and I was like, oh, whoa, this sounds great, That is the light side of ghetto technology, of ghetto technology. I call it ghetto technology. My mom and my brother did not like me calling it that because it's, dark side is so prevalent, And the ghetto technology would be like, oh, let's make a weapon. You know, dark side of ghetto technology. Let's make a weapon. You know, let's use it. To rob somebody or hurt somebody, get back at somebody for that what they done to me. You know, I don't know. That's the dark side. The light side is something that doesn't hurt, that doesn't cause pain. That actually that helps, make things better for people. And then there's this. Okay, I found out this is ghetto technology. Of course it is, because I made it. This is cardboard, duct tape, and masking tape, packing tape right here. I laminated all this in packing tape. Okay, well, because we're moving, so we had lots of packing tape. So I was like, you know what? I am tired of not being able to see my kung fu man, my idol moves or kung fu moves. I went on my computer and I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? Found a piece of paper in here that was like all crumpled, right? So I was like, I can't use this for my comics, but I could use this for something else. So I put it on here, right? And then I was like, went to the computer itself and went on into my Fighter Factory and went through every single frame of animation I had for each character, for an idol character and a Kung Fu Man character. And I was like, okay, stand, walk, jump, block, lose, win, / intro. Yes, idols win and intro are the same thing. Punch 1, punch 2, punch 3, punch 4, punch 5, kick 1, kick 2, kick 3, kick 4, headbutt 1, headbutt 2, ground pound, recharge, dash, headbutt. It's going through every single little frame. You see the animation, you see a guy go like, you see him jumping there. Like, okay, that's his jump. You see him like hit the ground. That's the ground pound. You see him like throw up one kind of punch out. That's his first punch. Other kind of punch out. Second punch. Look at this. Oh wait, yeah, keep going. A ground pound, recharge, dash, headbutt 3, fireball, combo breaker, ow, KO, tripped, daze, finishing move. Their fatality, their finishing move, the thing, emo power, small picture, big picture. I decided to add those two because every now and then it'd be like, I use GIMP and be like, okay, I'm all ready to, now, I finished cutting and pasting my guys onto their own little pictures, right? Said things, okay, so now I can cut and paste them onto Fire Factory. And I'll be like, okay, let's cut and paste them. Okay, now I need a small picture. Wait, I don't have a small picture. I don't have a small picture. Oh no, you know what I need to do? Go and get me some, I got to go back to GIMP, turn the Fire Factory off. My other computer was better than the one I have now, but it still was pretty crazy. So, you had to turn stuff off. You had to basically X out of different programs so they would have more power. So basically, I was like, turn Fire Factory, X out of Fire Factory, X out of all this other stuff. So, then I can devote the GIMP time to the GIMP because the GIMP was like a very awesomely giant program for that computer. So it's like, okay, do all this stuff. Got to go in there, find a picture of one of Fate to be that was maybe one of his attacks, but now it's going to be one of his, this big picture. And then one of his, I gotta find a head of Fate or head of someone that may have been, his attack, one of the pictures that may have been his attack, but now I need to find that head, that face, that head right there and put that in there. That's gonna be his little picture, and then it's like you do that, takes up time. Just finally just say put big picture and small picture in there. Then eventually you're like, okay, big picture, small picture, okay, done. All right, that's done. GIMP's done. There you go. Now let's focus on putting them on. Come on. So I was like, yeah, what the heck? Why not? So it was really cool. It's really cool to do that. Figure that out. Just to go through each move and just be able to write it down or on here. Then I actually made a little summary of the character. And here it is. Idol is perfect for combos and complicated characters who have lots to say and do as they fight. Good for characters from TV, movies, and video games whose one-liners you want to hear over and over again as they wail on foes. Oh yeah, so much fun. And it says, Idol pros, lots of frames of animation, fast, powerful, crazy combos, lots of sound clips. Fatality is changeable. Cons: jumping difficult, no crouching or jump attacks. No, he's all attack. He is all attack, which is fine. Can be fine, cause especially they do combos. It's like blaster combo, monster combo, and then it's just fireball, knock him up in the air. Gets the guy, ultra combo. I'm like, yeah, winner, supreme victory. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, that was amazing. Like, give me a second. I would be like, there's the greatest feeling in the world. Like Adam Sessler said on Pac-Man Red 3 Games. He's like, so good. Let's hear. So I was like, Anyway, let's see. Where is it? Okay, so let's go. Jumping difficult, hard to play some bonus games. Magger Gang levels eats him sometimes. So I was like, Magger Gang level ate him several times. I think I filmed this. I think I filmed him getting eaten. Basically, he will disappear. The music will stop on the Magger Gang level. Okay, when I'm, I trying to play it, and then the music will stop because it's going to reset, and then like you'll see him disappear. And basically, if he was a Kung Fu Man character, he'd be put back in the front. But he's an idol character, so then it's like sometimes he'll be back in the front and be okay, and you'll try to walk. We can't dash. No dashing either. There's no dashing either, man. Oh wait, I didn't say dashing. Oops. Oh well, I can add that. But, no, I can't. But no, I can say add that here. He can't dash, but that's okay. He's awesome. Anyway, so he's awesome anyway. So he's like let's see, what is it? Yeah, then they'll disappear. Idol characters, for some reason, they will die. They could die. Sometimes they die. Sometimes all their life energies disappears, and it's like, hey, Magger Gang wins. Yes, Magger Gang wins. They ate him like Big Bertha on Mario Brothers. Thanks a lot, Magger Gang. Like, nah. I'm trying to have some fun with this awesome Fate, character, Star Ocean character I drew, and he's gone. You just ate him, But then, okay, got a Kung Fu Man here. And I'll talk about him. I'll talk about him right now. Shoot, why not? It's that, and then we'll end the video. Okay, Kung Fu Man characters. The stand, walk. Now the issue is this guy is more of a classic Street Fighter type character. So it's stand, walk, crouch, jump, win, block, crouch, block, jump, block. Ow, KO, tripped, punch 1, punch 2, kick 1, kick 2, crouch punch 1, crouch punch 2, crouch kick 1, crouch kick 2, jump punch 1, jump punch 2, jump kick 1, jump kick 2, throw part 1, throw part 2. Yes, and he has the throws. He can throw. So that's a nice little thing for Kung Fu Man to have. That he can throw. Idol cannot throw, but he doesn't need to throw. All he needs to do is just turn his enemies into dust, grind his enemies into dust with someone going ultra combo. I'd be like, yes, take me away, Sailor. Take me away. Take me away, Sailor. That's like what I'm like. Oh yes. Oh yeah. I'm like, yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm like, yes. Oh yes. I said yes. So bad. So good. But yeah, that's what I like. Idol's my favorite, but these guys are good to test out characters for before you make them into idol characters, or if you want characters that just are different, a little bit, are different than idol characters. But anyway, jump kick, throw part 1, power punch. Yes. Fly kick 1. The fly kick basically he has a hit is an attack where you jump in the air and then kick and then come back down on the ground. So basically what happens is I will basically, and you can have like 1 or 2 of these if you do. It's a special move. Special moves that you input the button presses and he does stuff. Sort of like Dan, I guess, but not as good. So basically, yeah, he's a spoof of a spoof. So anyway, he's like So I replace those with characters. So basically, it's like if I'm playing as A-Sling, which I will play as I might make him Kung Fu Man characters because I don't really see him doing A-Sling doing ultra combos in that way. He's more of a guy who will put both feet in and jump around and stuff. So he might be a Kung Fu Man character. I think he will. But anyway, if playing as Ace-Sling, on one of the flying kicks, he'll have his brother. He'll like back up, and his brother will be appear in front of him and do an attack. Then his sister will come in. His brother Dark Talon will come to do an attack. Then his sister, the next one, his sister will do an attack. And then stuff like that. It's really cool. Let's see your trip. Power uppercut. Yeah, power uppercut. Depending on the character, there's certain characters who will like overkill or somebody with big, massive arms and lots of power. They can easily just uppercut somebody. They fly away. They fly up in the air and then they fall on the ground and they're all hurt. But certain characters like say Ace-Sling or Sunset Mist, Ace-Sling's sister, they don't have that much power in their arms, so they gotta figure other ways to do it. Ace-Sling will basically do like a really awesome mule kick or something. Yeah, he'll do like a headstand mule kick. So he gets a mule kick. He's gonna do a headstand mule kick, where basically and this is like a super move, so it's gonna take a lot of energy. He'll basically, it's like breakdancing technique. So basically, just he'll do the he'll get on a handstand and then kick up with both feet, and that'll be his uppercut or something. I can do that. Cool. That is cool. Yeah, that'll be cool. The headstand uppercut. The headstand mule kick. So he's using both legs to cause huge amounts of damage to the enemy. Hit him in the chin with both legs. And like, Wah! That'll work. If he tries to uppercut somebody, he'll be like, oh, they stagger back like, ow, yeah, do that. Yeah, that's not bad. You can a little punch impact there. It's like, let's fight some more. Like, oh crap. So you have to basically be told if you get him with that, if he gets a good mule kick like that on you, gets your chin, that'll knock you out. So like, hey, come here. Ring his head like a bell. That'll do it. That'll do it. Sunset Mist, on the other hand, she has power. She can't do that. She doesn't really do that. She will eventually, kind of. No, she's not that as acrobatic as Ace Link, but she will. She does have powers. She can make like Green Lantern. She has basically, it's like if Green Lantern could make water, like waves, energy. You can imagine like energy waves of water. Like water, the energy looks like a wave of water. Okay. So she makes make a low one that goes across the ground for a little bit and then hits an enemy. So it's like, and it's a force field. It's a giant energy construct. It's an energy construct. So it's like you shoot at it, your bullets are gonna bounce off it. You get hit by it if one going fast enough, you're gonna get knocked back. You're gonna get knocked over. And to just knock you over, and our uppercut, it would be like a geyser or something, or like a wave of energy. So you can just basically say, and then like a wave of her energy in like a wave, like crashing against the shore of a beach, the rocky shore of a beach, goes up there, splash, and that thing is powerful enough to knock the enemy up in the air, that's cool. If she tried to knock in the air, the same thing, that's not a bad punch there, lady, let's fight some more. She's like, oh man, that's basically how it would be. So it's I can do all kinds of crazy stuff with that. So let's see here. Double attack again, same different thing. Certain characters like Fate. I made a Kung Fu Man Fate a long time ago. I might make another one sometime, but I don't know. See, that's the issue. Fight is an idol character now. Works way better as an idol character, in my opinion, than a Kung Fu Man character. Like Ace Link works better as a Kung Fu Man character than an idol character. Because Fate is like, uses his sword and does stuff, but one of his attacks was his double attack, was his Blade of Fury. In the game, he had Blade of Fury. It was his first attack he learned, and it was one of his best ones, because they had a huge area, and he basically whipped his broadsword back. Blue energy, emo power. I guess he can charge his emo power too. Okay, charge things with emo power too, like Maria can. But anyway, his emo power with messing around and be like, okay. Blade of Fury, so if you like charge up his fury enough, press the attack button, you'd be like, Blade, and it like whip his sword back. It's like, and that there'll be like a blue arc of energy, going all the way back behind him, a fury, like that. So that was pretty cool. That was the first attack he learns, and it's like, I'm glad. That's one of the biggest mistake. What is it? What's the exact opposite of a mistake? Wise decision. That was a very wise decision on the game developer's part, because even though this game had horrible, didn't look the best, had a horrible story, and definitely some bland characters, at least they were like, hey, let's make this battle system as close to the Star Wars Second Story battle system as possible, and bring it in 3D, and then give Fate that awesome Blade of Fury, and be like, yeah, that's the first attack he knows. Our guy's cool, because that's why they did it. They wanted to be like, okay, here, the game testers, like, here you go, game testers, check it out, here, check out this guy. You're like, okay, well, that's a little weird, definitely very different than the other Star Wars games, and then it's like you go and then you're like, Blade of Fury, like, whoa, this little dude is pretty cool, and it's Cliff, the first other character, other party member you meet is Cliff. He's amazingly cool. He's Han Solo, but he punches things in the face instead of shooting at him. He's amazing. And they might play the first few hours of that game. The test review, that's maybe why that first few hours are so good. Because the test reviewers were like, yeah, let me just play the first few hours. Like, oh my gosh, this is an awesome story. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of awesome, You're just on a vacation planet with your girlfriend, and playing the holodeck, all of a sudden these aliens attack. Your parents are separated, you and your parents and your girlfriend get, separated, and you're actually on this planet, and then you save this little town from this alien jerk who's stealing their food so they can't survive the winter. This is great. And you meet this guy who helps you save him by, dodge, the guy, the bad guy has a gun, but he shoots the gun at Cliff, right? But then Cliff's like away from Cliff is able to dodge the bullets, and then he move over there and then knock the guy down, and then that's how the fight starts. And he beats him up, and it's Cliff's all awesome, and oh my gosh, this is a great game. This is a pretty good game. Yeah, they really got to the end and had to deal with Luther, didn't they? Because if they did, like, this guy sucks. That's all he would have been like initially. Yeah, this guy sucks. It's horrible. Probably after the 5th time of being defeated by Luther's super cheap attacks, you probably be like, this guy sucks. It's horrible. Like, what is wrong? I'm gonna do it. What is wrong with these game designers? They don't know what the heck they're doing. I can't believe they did this to me. They made a game out of Star Ocean. It's freaking bullcrap. It's horrible. I'm like, oh. That's what I did. I decided to do it. It was so great. It was so great. I like that Spider-Man one, Angry Nerd Spider-Man one so much. So really cussing it, so it's like that's the issue. I made a censored version. I recorded a censored sound off it, and made a censored recording of it. Although the sound on it, for me to listen to. So, and it's wonderful. It's so wonderful. Oh yeah. Yeah, represent. Yes, no cussing, but no cussing. Okay, let's continue. Oh yeah, we're at 40 minutes. Oh boy. Well, I'll see you next time. Check me out on YouTube.